Hello. It seems like donkey's years since I've done a video. I suppose in YouTube terms it is. 3 weeks tomorrow it'll be. Don't know. Maybe the over 3 years I've been doing this. Maybe those 3 years. Sorry, just having a rummage. Maybe those 3 years have taken their toll, but no. Don't know. I've got like videos in the pipeline, but it's just the way things work. Sometimes you find other things to do. Like there's football on tonight, and I really want to watch it. But also, I'd like to continue my XCOM video because they are still ongoing. But anyway, enough of that. This is it's a response to a video by a girl called Phoen IX. I was made aware of by the Ryan Shan's videos, and also Tino777 did a response to one of her videos, and it was a really nice idea, and it seems to sort of capture people's imaginations because everyone's having a crack. So if you haven't had a crack, then why not? Have a crack. What it is, it's 20 questions, 20 game-related questions, and yeah, that's all it is. It's simple. That's why it captures people's imaginations. It's a simple thing, and yeah, game-related questions, sort of varying, sort of, I don't know, topics, but under the gaming umbrella. But I thought I would have a crack because I felt left out, and I've been leaving myself out, voluntarily. But I thought, I would like to be welcomed back into the fold. Anyway, I'm going to crack on. The idea is it's 20 questions, but I thought it sort of lends itself to being answered as quickly as possible, and I'm slightly cheating in that sense because I've seen so many other people doing the video. So I sort of know what the questions are, and having watched other people's videos, you already formulate half answers in your head. So I do sort of for a lot of these questions I already know what I'm going to say, but I'd like to answer it as quickly as possible, almost like it's like word association, so to speak. It's sort of truthful in that sense, but I'm not like constructing answers to make me look good. I mean, essentially, I could end up with answers for this sort of across the full 20 questions, in that sense, because I don't have. Oh, thank fuck for that. Did you hear that? Because I don't like to change my gaming habits, so to speak. I just play one game and love it. I'm going to crack on. It's going to be really quick. Questions 1 to 20. They're in the Dropbox below, as well as a link to Phoen IX's channel. And I subscribe to her on the basis of watching Ryan Shan's videos and being made aware of her channel. And she's got a brilliant Final Fantasy collection, better than any Final Fantasy collection I've ever seen or could ever hope to have. So just pure on that basis, that's worthy of a sub. But she's made great videos as well. But anyway, I did say this was really quick, didn't I? It will be. Question 1 to 20. Question 1. Last game you played. That was Modern Warfare 3. Not really feeling it so much. I did like the Modern Warfare 2, and I thought I played Modern Warfare. I didn't really feel that, but I sort of played them in the wrong order. Modern Warfare 2 first. Should have played 1 first. But number 3 feels like a step back to number 1. Pete, you're wrong. You know nothing. What game world would you rather live in? I've actually done a tag in the past where this was a question, or this was a sort of a similar answer, and I've tried to. I'm not going to change it. It's because that was an honest answer in the past. It's actually a town in the Suikoden 2 universe. It's a town called Rokaku Hamlet. It's a secret town and it takes a bit of finding actually because it's secret, and there's a secret entrance, and it's basically a ninja town, and it's really calming. It's got one of my favourite bits of music as the sort of the town tune, and there's like ninjas just like hanging from trees and stuff, and just sitting on roofs, like meditating and stuff like that. So it's obviously a really calming place because you've got the music as well. But then also, if it came down to it, everybody in your town could kick ass. So I can't think of a better reason for wanting to live there. Security. No one's going to burgle your shit, are they? Oh God, I'm fucking paranoid. But also it's on the side of a mountain. It's on the side of a cliff. There's like a cliff sort of built into the rocky cliff edge side with a forest. It's great, lovely. What character would you like to be? I really thought, oh God, this is going to be quick. I'd like to be Xylo from Shining Force because he's one of my favourite ever characters because he's really cool. He's a werewolf. So that's honest. I wasn't going to say that, but he's a werewolf and he's really cool. And he's got sort of like Wolverine style claws, and he's just brilliant. He's rock hard, and he starts off he's a bit bonkers, but that's just some sort of magical thing, and you need to sort him out as part of the game. But anyway, so that's Xylo from Shining Force because he's just really cool, and he's a wolf and he's a werewolf. First console you ever played? I don't really know actually. It could have been an Atari 2600 because that was the first console I was ever aware of. I used to live somewhere else. Somewhere else. When I used to live, of course I lived somewhere else. I used to live in Essex. I was born in Harold Wood, near Romford, until I was about 4. And one of my earliest memories is going into. We had this sort of block of houses along a row, and there was a big communal play area, so everybody got to know each other, and we got to know all the people along there. So we used to hang out in other people's houses, and all the kids were really friendly and stuff. And I remember my mate Jamie's older brother. I remember going into his kitchen, and he was sitting there playing Combat on an Atari 2600. But I don't think I ever actually had a go. As far as consoles, I actually had a go on. I'm not gonna include my home computers. Would have been an Acorn Electron. It was shit. Didn't work. I'm thinking it was probably my friend's Master System. I remember him boasting he was going to get a Mega Drive, and then we all went round his house, and his mum and dad had bought him a Master System. Favourite multiplayer game, that would be Crash Team Racing. I was going to say all these other things, but that would be Crash Team Racing. Purely because I spent that long on it. When I was at university, we spent hours and hours and hours playing 14 arena matches on this tiny little 14-inch telly. So you imagine a 14-inch telly split 4 ways down the middle. So it's just brilliant fun. So I'd have to say Crash Team Racing. And also because I had a multi-tap, obviously. Also the general races, the campaigns. It's brilliant fun as well. Because I've played that more with Mario Kart. I've never really played Mario Kart, so maybe if I had played more Mario Kart, I might say that. But favourite console currently? It's probably the one I'm playing most of. That would be the 360. It's not my favourite console of all time, but it's what I'm playing most of. I played lots of stuff on it. But my favourite console of all time probably be the PS2. It's not sort of the classic choice for these sorts of things, but it's got a lot of my favourite games in it. But the favourite console currently would be the 360, purely because it's what's taken up most of my time. What character would you most like to date in real life? That would have to be. I should forget her name. Alex. It's Alex from Half-Life 2, isn't it? It's Alex. I've played Half-Life 2 loads. Played it through a lot. I always forget her name. It's Alex. I know it is. because she kicks ass, and she's really cool, and she's quite sexy. I've spent many a time sort of running along behind her when she's. No, I'll move on. Favourite character's outfit. That's another reason for you, not in general. I don't know. I was going to say Xylo again because he looks really cool. But then if I was to wear it, I'd look like a tit, and I wouldn't go out. Don't know. I don't. I'll have to rip off. Sorry, Sean. I'll have to rip off your idea, Vincent Valentine. If anything, you got there before me. Vincent Valentine from Final Fantasy VII. Favourite soundtrack. This is a tough one. It's going to have to be Skull Monkeys because it's brilliant. It transcends video game music it's a whole new world. It's not just you can listen to it. I mean, people say I listen to it. I can listen to that. You know, when they're talking about specific video game music. But I think Skull Monkeys is one step higher. Even it stands on its own. It doesn't necessarily have to be seen as video game music. If you heard it outside of a video game, outside of the game itself, you wouldn't necessarily know that it was video game music, and it's that good. It's just fantastic. Really, I doubt I can get it. Actually, I doubt I can get it on. Probably have to record it somewhere, but this is a shame. What game have you played most? Have you played the most? As in multiple times. Played through probably Shining Force or Suikoden 2. Probably Shining Force because it's shorter. Although there's an honourable mention to XCOM because I've played that a few times. Not completed it many times because sometimes it defeats me. But played it. But probably Shining Force because it's relatively brief for an RPG enthusiast. Do you swear during gaming? Not really. No, I don't get angry. Maybe probably because I don't play online FPSs because that's obviously what people tend to get most angry about. I did get angry playing Modern Warfare 2. I got really stuck. I played it through the campaign on the hardest setting, and I got stuck in that bit where you have to make the escape from the safe house in the Russian hills, wherever it is, because you have to hold off all the characters, all the enemy, and then you have to make a run for it to the helicopter. And I just couldn't do it. I just kept getting twatted, and I was there for ages, and it was really winding me up. But I didn't swear. Honest. Do you throw your controller? Never thrown it because I don't get angry. Favourite genre? Probably RPG. It's got to be RPGs really, because not necessarily the genre I play the most, but my favourite genre just purely because of what you get out of it. If you put the time in, you get a lot more out, and RPGs are all about putting the time in. Favourite bad guys is another one. I'd like to say a Luke of Light from Suikoden 2 or Kane from Shining Force, but it's going to have to be Sephiroth from Final Fantasy VII because it is. I remember it was one of the first in-game characters that you sort of actually. I remember being properly spooked by the way this character held himself and the way he moved. And there's one bit where he just, I've forgotten where it is. It's in some sort of underground section, and he just he levitates and then sort of tilts like this and moves like that. Just tips over and then sort of floats off like that. And it was something the way he moved really spooked me. And that, obviously, if it's spooking me, it's having that sort of effect, and it's an effective character, and it's one of my favourites, and it is. And I like that sort of, you don't know whether you really hate him as much as he deserves to be hated, but because he's a sympathetic character as well. So, favourite weapon, and that's got to be the gravity gun in Half-Life 2. I do really like the souped up version because that's just you can, but it's actually sort of the original version. I just like picking up saw blades and just twanging them at zombies and just cutting them in half. It's brilliant fun. But also I do like the hot bolt gun the crossbow. There's not many more satisfying things than pinning a combine to a wall from distance. That's great fun. 5 games to take with you vacation on desert island. That's going to have to be Tetris. Actually, game you've played most, probably Tetris. 5 games to take with you Tetris, because it never gets boring. I mean, it winds you up, and it's probably, I'd say, it's the perfect video game, because it warrants multiple plays. Because it is perfect. It's balanced. The balance is just spot on and relatively old. I mean, I don't think any other video games really got close ever since. So it's Tetris, Championship Manager, Tetris for its sort of, you know, replayability. Championship Manager, I think the one I play the most of would be 2000, 2001. So that's for its longevity. Suikoden 2, because it's my favourite game. Another RPG, probably Final Fantasy 7, and probably Capcom versus Tatsunoko versus Capcom, because it would sort of the desert island situation would allow me to perfect a character, and I've never been one to do that. I've never been able to perfect my skills as far as one-on-one fighters. I've just been, as far as one-on-one fighters and putting off moves, I'm just shocking. Just and the sort of the isolation, I would be able to finally put the time in. And when I do get picked up, come home and kick ass and be a world champion. Game with the best childhood memories. I'd say Gauntlet 2 on the Amstrad, because me and my sister used to play that for hours, because you could keep going for hours as long as one of you was alive. If you both died at the same time, it was game over. But as long as one of you is alive, there was infinite credits. Although we never completed it. I remember just sitting there for days. Just brilliant fun. Just when you see a death and you run away from it, and then the introduction of these new monsters called it and that. I think it and that, which one of them makes all the enemies run after you, which is brilliant fun until you touch one of the other players. Although there's a downside, if you go into a room, you've not got any keys and you can't get back out, and then you just have to turn it off, which is a bit disappointing. Worst game you've ever played, that'd have to be Roland in the Caves, because it doesn't work. It's impossible. You just like this little weird like mosquito jumping dude who has to spring out of a cave, and it's sort of physics based. I think you almost have to plot trajectory and calculate power and twang yourself onto platforms in and out through a hole. The hole's really tiny. You're getting bombarded by enemies, just pterodactyls and things. And I think it's a one-hit death. I just remember just playing it and thinking, this is just really unfair, and giving up. I think I did go back to it now and again, but I've seen gameplay videos, and I'm not sure I've ever seen anyone get out of the cave. But there you go. Wow, under 20 minutes. So thanks to Phoen IX. This is a really nice little. It wasn't really a tag, was it? But this is my response to a 20 question video. Go and check her channel out if you haven't already, because I think she might well have got a lot more subscribers purely on the basis of the quality of this question. So either way, all the links and all the questions and stuff are in the Dropbox below. Yeah, I think that was right. I feel a bit better about this. A lot of the videos I've done recently I've been a bit unenthusiastic about, but I feel more enthusiastic now. So, and also my computer's probably not going to die a death anytime soon. It's got like congenital faults. I'm pretty sure it has, and it's just going to go pop one day, and then it's going to die. So, yeah, I'm going to cut it off before I get to 20 minutes. So thanks for watching. Check out Phoen IX's video and channel in the Dropbox below, and everybody else connected who's also done responses. Thanks for watching. I might go and do a pickups video now. I think I will, yeah. See you later. Thanks for watching.